In this section, we are checking everything that has to do with GL accounts and the GL account master records. But now we're back on the SAP logon, and this is just because we want to show something that is really interesting again with this FS00 transaction. So we're just opening here the path for that one. And what's interesting, or what we just want to show, is something peculiar that happens when we try to save the FS, sorry, well, in the FS00 transaction, but especially if we haven't finished. So for this, we'll just create like a third account, but this is just going to be like a test account. And well, of course, it's going to be the same GL account type. So primary, secondary. It's going to be primary cost of revenue. We will use our own executive expenses group. And well, this is just a test, so test count. We will set up all the values, I mean, even the group account number, for example. So we'll assign the same one. Then, well, the tax category, again, is going to be only input tax allowed. The sort key 008. And again, as we have been seeing, the peculiar thing that happens has to do with this section, the controlling area section. So actually, we will just want you to notice this is supposedly mandatory, but we can actually change to the next tab or other tabs. And well, let's enter just the ID here for our field status group. So, well, first of all, again, and if you have been using the system for kind of a long time, you might be thinking right now, oh, if you go ahead and try to save, you will get an error message. But let's see, that is something interesting here. We don't have an error message right away. Actually, we have an interesting message, but it's not error message. It's just saying, well, a cost element was not specified a category, sorry, cost element category. But it's interesting because it allows just for us to save, but it's going to be locked. So it's a bit different from this screen from the Fiori app, because in the Fiori app, if you remember, when we tried to save, it just was an error message. This is not the case. This is not the scenario right now in the SAP logon. It will allow us to save, but just in a lock status. So that means we cannot post to it, of course. So let's just click yes. And the system will actually save the master record, all the data relevant for well, the chart of accounts section, for the company code section. And here, that is what's missing. Of course, that's the reason it's locked, the controlling area data, the controlling area section. But again, and I know this is something I said even in some of the previous lectures, but if you have been using the system for a long time, this should be completely foreign to you and out of this world, because it never happened before that if we had like a mandatory required field, we could save. But then again, the system allowed the save, but it locked the account. So well, it's not that the system it's not guaranteeing or not having everything like they don't have a guarantee that the master record was created correctly. It's just that it will allow you to save, but you cannot post later. If you try to post, you will just get an error message saying that you should come and complete the data for controlling. So well, interesting, and also differences between Fiori Launchpad and the classical graphical user interface. Okay, so well, thank you again. We hope all of this is as interesting to you as it is to us. Hopefully it is, and just write to our email 123learn sap@gmail.com. Of course, 123 just with numbers, in which we can just check and answer immediately all your doubts, all your problems, or also just receive some comments. So thank you so much, and we expect your communication there. Thank you so much.